two interesting characters in the Bible were two of the spies of the 12 spies that were sent in to check out the land because they had been in Egypt as slaves for a number of years. And so they went in as 12 spies. 2 came back and said, we can take the land, and 10 were scared because of the circumstances. Well, through a series of events and democracy, which was not God intended, the people said, we're not going in, and they wandered in the wilderness for 40 years. And 40 years later, those 2 spies are still alive when all their previous friends and contemporaries have all passed away in the desert. And Joshua has been anointed and appointed as the ruler. And Caleb is the other spy who had been with him and had demonstrated faith. And when I come into the passage in Joshua chapter 14, you got to hear the message of Caleb, although he's 85 years old. Verse 10. Now, as you can see, the Lord has kept me alive and well, as he promised, for these 40 years since Moses made this promise, even while Israel wandered in the wilderness. Today, I'm 85 years old. I am as strong now as I was when I was with Moses, sent me into the journey. And I can still travel and I can fight as well as I could then. Now listen to him. Verse 12. So give me the hill country. So give me the hill country that the Lord has promised me. You'll remember that as scouts we found the descendants of Anak, or the Goliaths, living there, giants, walled towns. But if the Lord is with me, third part of the prayer, the Lord is with me, I will drive them out of the land just as the Lord said. Now I got to tell you, that kind of bold, Jabez-like prayer honors God and makes him more honorable than other people around him. Not because God promised him more. It's not that God loved him more. It's not that God went, I really like this Caleb guy and I'm going to help him out. Because Caleb had this desire to just honor God with everything that he was doing. And he was not satisfied. He was not satisfied where things are at. I have been around people who are 30 years of age, who are already stuck in the mud. They've already settled for less. And they're so satisfied they don't want to take on any mountains. And then I've met an 85-year-old man and woman who may not be as clear in their sight lines, who maybe don't have the same energy they had when they were 20. But they have more fire in them, more earnest desire, more passion to see the kingdom of God advancing. And they're not satisfied until God takes them home. They're praying more, they're believing more, they're asking more. Does God love them more? No, He doesn't love them more. Does God promise them more than He's promised all of us? No, He promised all of us these things. What makes them different is their desire to see the Spirit of God work through them, flow through them, to do things unimaginable. And it doesn't matter if they're 25, 65, 85. They want to stay in the game. And they're not looking to slide for home. They're looking to take their next bat next time around. Jesus said it this way in Matthew 7. I love it. Ask, and it'll be given to you. Seek, and you'll find. Knock, it'll be opened up. Now get this. For everyone who asks, receives. And for him who seeks, they're the ones who find. And the ones who keep knocking and knocking, They're the ones that find the doors opening for them.